Welcome to the Tea and Table podcast. I'm Annie and I like tea and I also like tabletop games. In fact, I like them so much I'm trying to make one myself. A game that is, not tea. Still, I like Tea and Table as a name because otherwise it would just be Table, which is a weird name and then you wouldn't find me online. So I'll use this podcast as a design diary. I'll talk about the board game I'm making, report on my progress, discuss the issues I encounter, my thoughts during the process, other games or board game media that inspire me, stuff like that. The concept is not set in stone and feedback is welcome. With a project like this, and I mean the podcast, not the game, I think it always makes sense to define your goals. So for me, those are threefold. First of all, I'd love to bootstrap a conversation, get feedback, and hear back from you. Second, I think any regular format is a great way to hold myself accountable and to force myself to make progress, which can be hard in a hobby project with no deadlines and no people waiting for you to deliver anything. So I plan to post at least one short episode per week. And finally, I want to use the podcast format as a way to get the word out. I'm personally not a social media person, neither as a contributor nor as a consumer, and I'm not that interested in becoming one either. So obviously that poses a massive problem if I want anyone at all to hear about my game. And my solution is to instead focus on a format that I actually enjoy making and that is hopefully also interesting and provides perhaps a tiny little bit of value to you. So producing a podcast is a little project in itself, but crucially, despite being a lot more effort, this type of stuff is fun to create for me and I know I'm much more likely to stick to making these than to posting regularly on social media, which has already proven to be the case for my Instagram account that currently sits at one post. I took a similar approach in 2021 and 22, documenting my work on a small video game on YouTube. I even released the game in the end, which I'm quite proud of. Actually, finishing a game is so much harder than you would think. Anyway, that was a lot of meta commentary, so what is this game I'm working on? I'll get into this in the next episode, but here's a quick spoiler. My current working title is Infiltration, and it's a cooperative game about hacking into a computer network. Super exciting. I'm very excited to tell you more about it. In the meantime, you can email me at teaandtablegames@gmail.com. That's teaandtablegames@gmail.com in case you have any feedback, questions, thoughts, or if you just want to say hello. Alternatively, you can reach me on Discord. My handle there is Annie, just my name but 3 times, ANNI. And you can also find this stuff in the show notes, and I hope I'll talk to you next time.